Hello guys, you are all welcome back to the training of another lunch bag. I want to first of all give us the measurement of the lunch bag. The first thing was the measurement is 11 and a half by 9 and a half as is being shown to you as we are seeing it now. 11 and a half. The first thing I did was to cut it in a rectangular shape of 11 and a half by 9 and a half. Then after that I gave it a slanting shape by the side and I curved it by the edge there. So that was what I did before this shape was able to come out. So this particular one now, I have it in both front and then back. There are two. Then it's just a panel, two panels rather. The bottom panel is 18 and a half by 6 and a half, while the upper one is 19 and a half by 6. Then I have a small purse on it. The small purse will be on the front part of the body. So that is all about it. Then we have the foam in every damn thing, both the two sides and the upper side has its own foam, and then the zip used for it, and then the zip cloth we are using for it. I'm using this size 6 zip cloth. So we are going to the sewing aspect now. So now we are starting with the upper panel, the one that is carrying zip. I have to cut it into two to fix the zip. The lining also I will cut it into two. And then after that I'm going to I'm going to put the zip in between the body and the material and the lining. So when I do that, I'll just stitch all together as I'm doing now. I was a little bit confused. I thought I'm using the down part, but thank God it's the upper part. I believe you all can see what I'm doing. I want to insert foam inside. The foam I'm going to put inside, you are going to measure 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch, so that the foam can fit inside very well. You should leave space. So that is what I'm trying to do now. So I'm going to put it on the other side too. Also add the lining together. So when we fix our zip like this, it's always help our work to be very neat. So I'm just repeating what I've done to the other side. That's the same thing I'm doing now. I'm putting foam inside, other side too. You know, as I said earlier on, that all the parts of the bag, both the body, the panels will carry, they are carrying foam. I have to reduce it a bit again. So now we want to start making the handle. That handle you see there is this is 1.5 inch belt, chocolate belt, and it is measured 20 inches. So that cord you see is what I'm going to insert inside. So we are just going to measure 2 inches in both up and down side, and the other side to the same thing is applicable to the second belt. So from that, we are going to start stitching from that 2 inches down we measured to the end of the place where we also measure 2 inches. So I decided to turn it to the place where the chalk is marked so that I can easily see where I'm going to stop. So I'm just holding the edge very tiny so that the cord I want to put inside can enter freely. So that is what I have just done now. So I'm going to the second one too. I will do the same thing to it. I'm going to stitch it down. I'm going to stitch it to that place too. Then after that, we will now insert our cord inside. We'll insert our cord inside. So if the sewing is too tight, if you did not leave enough space, that cord will not it won't come out. It will not even move as it's supposed to. You see how I'm trying to force the cord to, so I'll cut it. You can see it now. So the next thing is to do the other one. So we want to start fixing our foam. Just like I used to say, if you are fixing foam and then lining to the material you are using, make sure your foam, you are leaving a convenient space that will give you the enablement to stitch very well. And do you know that when you cut your foam very well, if your foam is giving a good shape in the work you are doing, sometimes you may not even need pipe. You may not need to pipe the work. As you are saying it now, by the time I want to stitch the panels to it, it's going to bring out a good shape for me. So now we are going to add this thing together. Or before then, I am trying to measure the panels where they are going to be fixed to. I'm trying to see if what I have on ground is the same thing. So the measurement, to know if the measurement is accurate. So I discovered that the measurement is accurate. I measured both the up and down panel. So this is the bottom panel now. So I fixed the upper panel between the bottom panel and the lining, using the lining to cover the so that is what I'm doing now. Doing it like this, we don't even need taping again. So now I'm trying to hold it down together before I'm going to fix the foam through the other side. So I have to trim it to the size that will fit into the panel. So it's done. All we need to do now is to get the middle of both up and down, the middle of both up and down panel. That is exactly what I'm trying to do now. So now I want to fix the front purse. I want to put lining there because the material is light. I told you some of these stock taffeta, some of them they are not strong and some are strong. So I have to put it so that the whole thing will be very strong. Then I bent the material in a bit. I don't want the lining to be showing at the top. I don't want it to be showing at the top. So that was why I have to so I'm going to trim all the excesses. I'm going to trim it off. I'm going to trim it off. So I want to put my logo now. If you need the number of my printer, my printer is in Mushin, just let me know. So this is what I do to my bag sometimes. That my logo carries both my name and my phone number. Sometimes I put it inside the bag and sometimes I put it outside instead of putting the logo of another person. So I decided that this is what I will be doing now. So in fact, with the shape of the foam inside, you will see the shape of the bag coming out. So now I want to fix the handle. From the middle you measure 1 inch, 1.5 inch to this side, and 1.5 inch to the other side. 1.5 inch to the middle side, and 1.5 inch to the other side. So 1.5 inch. From your 1.5 inch, you just put your belt. So I will also. So the next thing now is to begin to fix the body to the panels. So I'm trying to use a clip to hold both up and down together, so that I can start stitching around it. Now I'm just following the side of the foam inside. I'm not stitching on the foam. I'm following the side, the space I left both for sewing on the panels and also the body. That is the part I am trying to stitch around the foam inside. So that was why I said when you cut your foam very well to the desired shape, you will not have you will not even need a pipe again around it. So the foam will be the one to bring out the shape very well. So that's what I'm trying to do now. You can see. So I've reached the. So I want to do that of now you can see the both side. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to tape it round. I'm going to tape it round. And when I'm taping, I won't even allow the tape to exceed the place where the stitch the place where I stitched. I won't allow the sewing of the taping to exceed it, so as not to affect the shape of the bag. I don't want it to affect the shape of the bag, so I have to be very careful. So it's now ready. So you can see my logo inside the bag too. It's inside and then outside. So like as I said earlier on, the foam is the one that brings out the shape now. So thank you very much. We have come to the end of this lunch bag training. You can see how beautiful it looks like.